James Charles and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson x Peppa Pig. There's kids on this app. I can't do this. Why is Winnie the Pooh caressing Michael Jackson's nipple with his tongue? As you can see by the title, today I'm going to be reading Michael Jackson Wattpad. And how I got the idea for this video was from my last video. I did a confession video and somebody put a confession saying that they get a little aroused up by reading Michael Jackson Wattpad stories. So I thought today was a good idea for me to hop into that realm and see what that person is talking about. If you're new here to the channel, just stay. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's begin.
This is a series, so if you want to participate and send me stories, make sure to follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok.
I went on Wattpad and I typed in Michael Jackson. The first thing that popped up was James Charles and Michael Jackson. Lemon.
Pull it with a lemon.
Wait a minute.
That don't sound right, but it says Michael Jackson finally meets his YouTuber crush at the close by Walmart. Will Michael Jackson and James Charles become one person? That's tea. That's tea. This picture's kind of scary though, but it's tea. It's tea. Warning, this is a joke, but I kind of simped them. But this is no hate. Please, but rate this if you like it. Enjoy. Morning. Michael Jackson wakes up and puts on his clothes and gets ready for the day. While he gets ready, he was going to make some eggs, but he didn't have any, so he went to Walmart. I don't know who get their eggs from Walmart, but okay. James POV. James goes to the store to get some food also. He went to Walmart. As he gets out, he sees Michael, but he doesn't actually know if it's the Michael Jackson, but he continues to walk into Walmart. Michael Jackson POV. Michael goes into Walmart, just about to go to the dairy aisle. Just then, he sees James. He has the urge to walk up to him and ask for his number, but just then, James walks towards Michael. James POV. James walks towards Michael, going to ask for his number, but he didn't. Then James says, "Hi, I'm James. Do you know where the dairy aisle is?" "Aren't y'all in the dairy aisle? This don't make no sense." Michael says, "This is the dairy aisle." Like I said, like, be for real. James, bad Riz. If I was gonna rate your Riz from 1 to 10, you get a 0. Michael says, "This is the dairy aisle." James embarrassed himself and says, "Sorry." Michael says, "Can I have your number?" James says, "Sure," excitedly saying it. James walks away, very excited to text him at night. This is not it. Like, when I'm reading it, like, who wrote this? What grade are you in? This is not giving me studious. This is not college level reading. This is giving me 7th grade. Michael grabs his eggs and checks out and goes home and goes to make his morning egg. No, because while I'm editing this and I'm listening to the story again, me personally, I would not do all this just to go to get some eggs. To be honest, I would have just went to the deli. He went all the way to Walmart. That's not a little bit too much? No cereal in the house? First of all, hold on. To the author who wrote this monstrosity, why did you let Michael Jackson leave the house without bathing? Not only did he travel to get some eggs at Walmart, but you got him in Walmart smelling like a 7-Eleven chili dog and 2 pounds of shit. Michael gets ready for bed. Then his phone is blowing up with text messages. He picks up the phone and sees an unknown number. Says, "Hello, this is James from Walmart. Remember you asked for my number?" Just then, Michael sees that this is James. He whispers, "Oh my gosh." And then another message pops up saying that James is sorry for being dumb. And you should be sorry. How you gonna riz Michael Jackson up? Talking about some, "Oh, where's the dairy aisle?" Bitch, the milk is behind you. Michael texts him saying, "It's fine. We all forgot sometime." James says, "LOL, you're right." Michael says, "I got to go for a sec. Be right back." While Michael goes to fix his hair and fixing himself if James asks for pig. Oh, okay. Yeah, whoever wrote this, terrible grammar. Okay, so I guess they about to hop on like a FaceTime call. Michael trying to fix himself. He like, "Hold on, let me make sure I look good." James sits there while he waits for Michael to come back, and he starts to think that Michael is dutching him for the night. Then he sees Michael's message saying, "I'm back." James reply, "Finally, LOL." Michael message, "Sorry, LOL." James message saying, "No problem. By the way, can I see you again?" Michael says, "Sure." Michael takes a pic of himself without his shirt. James says, "Oh my gosh," he gasps and blush and saves the photo. Are we thinking about the same Michael Jackson? Because I don't think I would want to see Michael Jackson shirtless. I don't think I'd want to see that. If that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. They continue to talk until 3 a.m. James texts, "Hey, I need to go to bed. I will talk to you later. Can we go for coffee?" Michael says, "Yes, I would love that." After that, James goes to bed and waits for the morning. They in like the boot cuffing stage. You know, they're in that stage where they're like, "Oh my god, he." Now they're about to meet up and get coffee. They about to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, however you're feeling. Michael goes to bed, excited and surprised that he got a date, he thinks. They went back to Michael's house. Just as they walk through the door, James pulls in for a passionate kiss. James pulls out for the kiss and starts to take his shirt. Michael smirks. Pretend the face is Michael smirking. James smiles and says, "I want you to hard." While Michael looks at James' eggplant, Michael says, "I will." James takes off Michael's to see his 20-inch eggplant. James gasps. It's so big. James so excitedly, I know, baby, I saved it for you. Michael says while inserting his 20-inch in James' mouth. James starts to choke on Michael's eggplant. Michael grabs James' head and starts to push James' head up and down, choking and slobbering all over his 20-inch eggplant. What is this? James stopped with children all over his mouth and hands and smiles at Michael and swallow the children. Michael blushes hard and smiles and says, wanna go for the back? What you mean the bag? Yes, daddy. James says Michael grabs his eggplant and inserts into James' behind. James moans, ah. Michael stays to go slow and then a little faster and faster. James says, faster. What did you say, darling? Faster. What? Michael starts to go faster and faster and more faster until James moans louder. Ooh, give me Milky Way. What? Michael moans, yes, I will. Michael explodes too much and takes his eggplant out of James, says softly, and realizes Michael had released in James, looks at Michael and puts his hand in him and takes it out and licks his hand. Hold on. So you telling me Michael Jackson sticked his finger in this man's butt? Michael says, let me devour your 10-inch and grabs James' 10-inch eggplant and starts to, James moans awfully. Michael says, get up, lay on my leg. James does and feels Michael's big hand grasp it on his butt cheeks. James says, ooh, this is new. While smirking, Michael gives a good smack to the toot while James sucks the 20-inch eggplant. 8 hours later, 8 hours? The stamina. 8 hours is not crazy. Ooh, that was good. Michael says exhausted, I agree. James lays on Michael's bed, stroking each other's eggplant. 2 hours pass. James grabs his clothes and kissing Michael's nose and going home. This was a sneaky link with Michael Jackson. This is bad, James. Y'all better stop messing with James Charles because James Charles is out here doing the deal with Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson. Okay, next one, because that one was very, it escalated very quickly. Comment down below how you felt about that one, because I'm going to go to the next one. Forbidden Love, Colin x Michael Jackson. This picture is scary, but we're going to read it. Okay, so these are the chapters. It says chapter 1, thriller, lovemaking. Chapter 2, no longer a minor. Chapter 3, the wedding. Chapter 4, the family tree is a circle. Final chapter, the real soulmates. It's 6:37 p.m. in Tampa, Florida on April 21st, 2021. Colin is live playing Escape the, I don't know what that is, and listening to Thriller. He grabs Michael's rat and looks deeply in his eyes. Michael lets out a horrifying scream as he grabs Colin's in-game character. Colin jumps back from his PC and decides to end his stream. He goes to Twitter and claims his mom shut off his Wi-Fi. Colin clicks play again and Miley leaves the room. Colin turns his lighting to aesthetic mode. Michael Jackson, he calls. I know you want me in your pants. Come here and I'll be a smooth criminal in the sheets. Michael yells, touch my wee wee. What is this? Touch my wee wee. Michael takes Colin to the crappy mattress at the start of the game. Mikey, I'm a minor. Colin burst out. You know what they say, you never age in Neverland. Michael screams as Colin pushes him off and turns off the PC. Michael eats a rat while waits for Colin to get back on. I think it's like, what's that movie? There's like a movie on Netflix where like the best friend buys like him like a little chip and they put it on their forehead and then they suck each other into the game. I think this is what this is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the movie's called, but chapter 2. On the day of Colin's 18th birthday, he returns to Twitch in the game. Michael surprises him with a birthday rat. They make up and decide to get married, even though Colin promised to marry Chat one day. Okay. The wedding. Michael puts his best suit on. Colin slips on a gorgeous white dress. At the end of the path, Michael adjusts his tie and waits for Colin to walk out. Colin walks out with a zini who is mad because he didn't plan on an open relationship. The musicians play the instrumental version of 3435. Suddenly, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart blast through the wall with a government document in their yellow hands. Banana. All right, I'm over this. They say that you are cousins? Zini translates, Michael bolts and yells, don't question my family tree. That is disgusting. Who wrote this? Okay, we're gonna go to the next story. What the ew? Y'all painting Michael to be like a predator. Okay, next one. Michael Jackson x Peppa Pig. There's kids on this app. Y'all can't do this. We're gonna read it though. You walk to your house and find a sexy, horny noodle on your bed. Baka, get out of my bed. Noodle, no noob, lol. Suddenly you start transforming into a magical wolf, hybrid, half demon, half obtuse angle granola bar noodle. You killed it, stabbing it with a banana. It starts laughing. Hee hee, haha. The light skinned noodle dodges easily. No, I'm powerless. You start crying cutely. What is this? Stop. Get your sexy butt away from my ugly girlfriend. Oh, that's so flattering. Yeah. Okay, daddy. The noodle says that he walks away twerking. I thought this was Peppa Pig and Michael Jackson. It's a cold, lonely night. You shiver as you huddle in the forest. You have been kicked out of your house for eating Peppa Pig, and you escaped with your boyfriend to Walmart. He starts talking. Hold on, is this connected to the James Charles? Baby, I have something to tell you. What is it, my dear? I'm pregnant with James Charles. What? I'm heartbroken. You angrily start singing the song Toy as you become a gacha character while making a grape smoothie. Little did you know you were watched by a horny ramen noodle in the corner. Hee hee. I'm so confused. Okay, so we got a Michael Jackson x Winnie the Pooh. Winnie found out he's gay right after he met Michael. How is this going to go? Is he ever going to get over his feelings or come out to his friends? Read to find out. And we will. Third person POV. So we not in this. Winnie was out in the dark with his best friend Hagrid. I hope I said that right. Don't question me. They had one place to go. Of course, the store. He didn't ever like the store. He tried to stay calm, but instantly pissed his pants. Hagrid tried to comfort him by stroking his giant, massive toenail. That always calmed him very much. I see what I did there. I think you're slick. After a few hours, that seemed like days when he finally was able to pull himself together for Hagrid. They went into the shop and it was very scary and nothing could help him from crying again. They got their and went to pay for it. When Winnie saw the cashier, his eyes widened. Hey, Hagrid, he said with a voice crack. Who's that hottie over there? After that, he just realized what he said. He was straight, right? His thoughts were caught off by the cashier slowly unbuttoning his pants with a very French accent. Oui. He didn't even want to question his sexuality anymore. He clearly was in love. Suddenly, he realized that they were alone in the back of a shop in a small room. He moaned again, right in the cashier's butthole. Hagrid must have left him alone. What an idiot. Suddenly, he heard something. First of all, are we doing this in a store? There was a strange noise coming out of the cashier's mouth. It sounded like a hot as F, as I would say. My jaw dropped. My eyes widened. The cashier looked at me, embraced. He started to blush. I'm sorry, he started. It just sometimes happens to me. He just looked at me. Shut up, pretty boy, kiss me, I said, and laid on top of him again. I pulled his head close to me and started twisting his nipples with my toes. Whoa. That's one massive toenail, he said, impressed. I started blushing. I get that a lot, I answered. That's nasty. Why is Winnie the Pooh caressing Michael Jackson's nipple with his toe? We were done with what we did in the closet. I didn't regret anything. This was just amazing. Now we sat in his apartment. I laid my head on his hard member. Are you a hot dog stand? He asked me. I shook my head because you make my hot dog stand. Hee hee, he said with a very British smirk on his face. After the scene in the apartment, Winnie the Pooh starts to really miss the little French moans and cute little hee-hees from Michael he beloved. Then he realized he has a hee-hee kink. Winnie locked himself in the room and didn't come out until he heard voices outside his door. He stood up and walked out, only to see Michael and Hagrid having sex on the sofa. He got jealous and decided to join and have a— what is this? Okay, so like I think I'm low-key like done. Like this was like cool. This was like interesting. I'm low-key kind of scared because first of all, the first story it was Michael Jackson and James Charles. And then the next story it was what? Peppa Pig and James Charles. And somehow the reader, which was me, ended up inside the story as well. And then we got Michael Jackson with Winnie the Pooh and his friend Hagrid. This is too much. But thank you guys for watching me, get terrorized once again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.